G'day guys, you're rocking with Jono. Welcome back to Quick Math. Today we're going to learn the most important skill, I think, for the entirety of maths at high school. If you can substitute well into algebraic expressions, I guarantee you can't get questions wrong, as long as you've got a bit of time and you've got a calculator with you. Those are the two things we need to do. All right, so we're still going to simplify algebraic expressions here. We're just going to use our calculator at the end of every single working out to make sure that we got the right answer. So we do have 4 steps, all right? The first one is solve normally. We can't get around this step, unfortunately. We do have to do the work. The rest of the steps are just there to see if we get the same number at the end of it to make sure we're on the right track. So the step number 2 is we're going to assign or give a letter in our question just a number value. It can be any number. It doesn't matter. You can say, oh, x is equal to 5,000. It really doesn't matter. Your calculator is going to do all the work here. I usually use like 1 and 2 just because it's easier to do in your calculator, but you can use whatever you want. The next one is we're going to type, wherever we see that letter, we're going to type it into our calculator with brackets. That's the only thing that I want you to take away from this lesson. If you use brackets, you will get full marks. And then we're going to do it a second time with the numbers from the original question. So in this one, we've got 6, 8b minus b plus 4. So we know we've got to simplify the brackets first. So we've got 6, 7b plus 4, and then that becomes 42b plus 4. That's my final answer. And I'm pretty sure I got it right, but I'm not 100% sure. So all we've got to do is let b equal 1. That's the only thing we've got to do. Then in our calculator, we're going to have 42. Where I see the b, I just have to put in the number I assign it using brackets. So if I go bracket 1 bracket plus 4, that's my final answer. I'm going to type that into my calculator. It's going to give me a number. From here, you're thinking, oh, we haven't done anything that important yet. And I do understand that. But to check that this answer's right, write down what we got. So we got 46 for this one. We're going to do the exact same thing, that exact same bracket step, but with the original question. Because we've simplified it, what we're saying is we've kept it the same, it just looks a bit easier. So for this one, where I see a B, I'm going to put my bracket 1 bracket in again. Even if I've got a double bracket, your calculator just does that for you, so don't stress out. So this one becomes 6 bracket 8. I see the B, so I put bracket 1 bracket. Minus, there's another b, bracket 1 bracket, bracket plus 4. You type that into your calculator, oh, no way, that gives 46 as well. So if you've got the same answer, these two things are definitely the same. You're definitely correct. And it doesn't matter what number you use. If you'd thrown in 2, 3, 4, the answer at the end of each time you threw it in your calculator would have got you the right number. Okay, we're going to see one that's a lot harder to do, and maybe in a test you're like, oh, damn, I've got no idea if I've got that right. If you've got some time at the end, just throw it in your calculator, see if you got it right. So for this one, we're going to simplify it first. We're going to do our normal equations. So we've got 3 times 8a over the top of 12a squared plus 2ab squared. So I have done that kind of quickly. If you need a hand with that, please have a look at some of the previous videos. So this becomes 24a over 12a squared, and then this 2ab squared is fully simplified. 12 is the highest common factor between 24 and 12, and it fits into this 2 times, 1 at the bottom, then this a cancels with one of those a's, and the rest is already done. So I now have 2 over a plus 2ab squared. That's my final answer, and I think I'm right, but I'm not 100% sure. So for this one, I've got 2 letters, so I'm going to let a equal 1, and I'm going to let b equal 2. So all that means is where I see an a, I put bracket 1 bracket, and where I see a b, I put bracket 2 bracket. If you do that into your calculator, you're going to be sweet. So for our final answer, we've got 2 over 1 plus 2 bracket 1 bracket, bracket 2 bracket squared. Okay, everything else remains the same. Just throw those numbers in where the letters were. This in your calculator is equal to 10. Okay, and I just want you to write that down. We're going to go back up to the top here and do the exact same thing with the exact same numbers. So for this one up here, we've got 3 bracket, when we see the a, we put in our bracket 1 bracket, plus 7 bracket 1 bracket, and then finish that thing off, divided by 6, 1 times 2 bracket 1 bracket. Then we're going to go plus 2, 1 in brackets, 2 in brackets, multiplied by 2 in brackets. So once we type that all into our calculator, hit equals, and that's going to equal 10 as well. So we know that we got this thing right. If you can do it in your head just by going along, that's obviously awesome, but this calculator method is a foolproof way to always get full marks. So this is going to keep popping up over and over and over again, even in questions that aren't specifically about substituting. So if you can kind of wrap your head around this idea, it's going to help you in all forms of maths from now up until year 12. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you later. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Congratulations on taking some time to get better at this algebra. I know it can be a little bit difficult sometimes. If you do need some extra work, remember there are some free worksheets linked in the description below, as well as some notes that came from this video, so you don't have to pause it and scribble them down. If you do get a second, please like and subscribe to the channel, because there'll be new maths videos coming out every couple of days. Thanks so much. Have a good one.